to where I had to angle my body and move to do my entire workout. I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to do that. Cat calls me, windows down, is like, hey, beautiful, whatever. And I'm like, huh? So I look over, I make eye contact, and I'm like,
a lot of you showed your ass while this app was up, and it backfired on a lot of you.
Forgot to mention, I met James Marsden. He's not one of the weirdos.
The gym or calling a dude creepy when in actuality he might have just been staring a second too long.
Are so creepy. Not all men, but always a man.
Yeah, I have a boyfriend though.
Sad lip. Social media has made you all afraid to even say hi.
You look nice. What's your name?
Thank you, I'm Z.
I think I see you morning when you come here. When you come in morning, I meet you in the door from door. You look good.
Oh, thank you.
You see what's your name?
I'm Z.
I'm Z, and my name is T. Nice to meet you. I'm Z.
Nice to meet you as well.
Beauty bar.
He's just being nice.
I have a boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend?
I do.
I just want to get to know you.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a boyfriend though. Yeah.
Why are you so nervous?
Thank you, you too. Thank God. You're back.
Yeah, I was.
Oh my God. I don't know if you saw my face. I was like, I have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend.
He left though.
I'm so glad you came back.
You saw that? She was scared to death. The man left. See, this is why men don't approach. Because he wasn't handsome, your knight in shining armor, right? She probably has no man. Probably single as a Pringle. The man saw her sitting there, said, wow, this girl is pretty. Let me try to shoot my shot. This is why men don't try to shoot their shot. They want to know why? This is why.
Men are so creepy. Not all men, but always a man. For my hot girl walk today, I experienced something very, very weird. And honestly, men are so creepy. Like, so unnecessarily creepy that it's not even necessary for you to be that creepy. So I'm walking to like the front of my building, and I'm going to drop off like recycling, so like giveaway clothes in a sense. So not necessarily recycling like packages, but recycling like things my apartment wants to give away. I noticed that as I'm approaching like the road from my building, because there's like a roundabout in front of my building, and then as I approach the road, a car is slowing down. In my head, I'm like, okay, the car is turning into my building, parking lot or whatever. It slows down and just stops. And the antennas in my brain are going off, because one thing about me is that I will clock funny people when they're doing funny things, because I'm always like overtly aware. I don't know if that's a thing, but like I'm hyper aware about my surroundings just in general, because again, Toronto is not really one of the safest cities, right? So the car slows down. I'm walking to drop off the recycling thing in the giveaway box thing we have, and the car is just there. At this point, it's there. Then I'm approaching the thing where I curve to drop off the giveaway shoes, and this car is like slowly like trailing behind me. In my head, I'm like, okay, it's my mind if I don't overthink things. I turn the corner. At this point, my heart is beating because it's also like late at night. It's still kind of bright, but I'm like, So I turn the corner and I like put the things in, and this car like goes a little bit and turns like a few meters from me, turns back, and now I'm turning back to go back into my building, and he's like slowly like just driving behind me. I'm then like, a part of me, not going to lie, will want to turn and be like, can I help you? Because literally the driver's window is down, and he's like looking at me. Remember, I'm like, if you want to call, so I can tell you to bleep off. If you want to ask me for direct, like, what are you doing? It's so weird to me, and like it made me so uncomfortable because I'm there now, like I'm not really sure what this interaction is. So I turn into my building because again, I don't want to keep walking on the road. I don't know if it's going to hit me. My mind is running like 1,000 miles per minute. And I turn into my building, look back. The car window is wound down. And he's just there looking at me. So I don't walk into the building. I walk to the back of the building because in my brain, if I walk to the back of the building, then it's harder for him to like, I'll hear him drive and I can run. But if it's the front of the
Go
building,
to the back?
like the door is 3 doors, so he can literally run after me. But if it's the back, I can hear him and just run. So I just go to the back of the building, and as I'm going to the back of the building, I'm looking back constantly, and he's literally just there, watching me walk. Men are so creepy. Not all men, but always a man. Please. Anyway, I walk to the back of the building. Like at this point, I'm ready to like, and then I just see him drive and park in like the next building. Bro, the way I tap my fob so fast went up. Just yeah. I don't know. I don't understand it. I'll never understand why men feel the need to stop and like. It's creepy, it's weird, just stop it, please. Like, nobody wants to talk to you. Anyways, yeah. Do skincare tonight and don't be a creep.
On today's episode of Men Are Disgusting, I just found a Reddit page about me where they post videos where I've posted on here before, and they stop and screenshot it in areas where you can very clearly see the silhouette of my body. And then to top it off, they take screenshots of my very private and very personal Instagram account asking, does anybody follow her on here really want to see her other photos? And lastly, they then comment saying, we should ask her and comment on her posts, telling her to make an OF account. Yeah, days ruined.
That's creepy.
Thank you, men.
That's creepy. See, this I'm showing was like the last one was like yeah, the guy probably stopped like that. He probably was just admiring her, but he stopped and it felt weird. The first girl was off her rocker, right? So somewhat actually creepy here. Last one, not the first one, the man just thought you were beautiful, decided to talk, right? So men don't know what they're thinking in their head. Why? Because if they think that you're not handsome or the kind of guy that should be talking to them, then they're turning the other cheek.
Sad lip.
I'm gonna get hate for saying this, but I'm just gonna do it because it literally has to stop. I guarantee the majority of people that make these videos and filming other men or women to be like creeps and crazy, I guarantee if they felt that those people were attractive and say that was like their gym crush and they did the same exact thing, I guarantee you this wouldn't be a video about a weirdo or a creep or someone trying to hit on me. Just think about that perspective, like how much physical appearance can literally change a whole different scenario. And I'm just saying because I see it first-handed in the gym all the time. I just noticed a common trend that it's like, oh, my gym crush finally came up to me. Or it's like you would want your gym crush to notice you, right? So if they were looking at you, it wouldn't be anything creepy or weird because they're cute and you think they're cute. And trust me, I know how it is to be a woman. Like I said, I've explained since I was a younger age, I've gotten a lot of inappropriate men stare at me and creeps say inappropriate things. But the way it's integrated into the gym and these videos blowing up for some sort of attention when it's obvious that the situation presents itself for these poor people not even being weirdos, they're just innocently asking questions, it's extremely toxic. And I don't think just because, oh, I'm a girl, like, that means I have to justify the actions of these things. I don't care if you're a male or a woman. What's right is right.
You're a creep if you approach her. Look, I get it. Social media has made you all afraid to even say hi. There's so much trash online saying don't talk to her, you have to look a certain way to approach, or only approach under these certain conditions. But here's the truth. Those are girls talking, not women. The girls that are living in wounded masculine energy, they're reacting over their unhealed parts. A real woman will never get offended by a man respectfully approaching her, even if she's not attracted to him. She will be kind and warm and maybe even make your day with a smile and laugh. There's so many incredible women all around you that want to be approached, but you will never meet them if you're living in fear. When you fear humiliation and rejection, you actually attract in that same energy. Approaching should be natural. It's not about looks. It's about how you feel about yourself. When you move with confidence, purpose, and respect, the right woman will feel that. My advice only applies for men who have masculine energy at their core and women who have feminine energy at their core. Neither can just sit back and wait for love. It's about aligning yourself with the version of you that attracts in your divine partner. So King, stop listening to the noise that kills your confidence. You gotta get back in your divine masculine energy. Smile, wave, and approach respectfully. You'll be surprised on how many real women are waiting for a man just like you.
Someone call a search party because these TikToks are lost in Delulu land.
Man, you know what's funny? You notice everybody else sounds like they're being honest, and she sounds like she's giving some kind of fake baloney story. It's like, yeah, guys, I sell baloney. My name is Tony, and I sell baloney. Like, come on now. My name is Antonia. Guys aren't hearing it. Listen, men have saw it too much. It's even gone way back. What, 10, 20 years ago? This has been happening? And men are confused. They don't know if the cat's meow. So you're saying if guy just went up and approached you, and you know how I saw a video, right? A girl turned a guy down because he didn't approach hard enough. So who's to say that when in the first video, right, when a guy approached that black lady, that she wasn't doing the same thing? Men are already scared to death. He was trying to shoot his shot. He didn't get any laughs. He got shaking.
Where mainly women, they'll talk about how guys just won't approach them in the gym anymore. I saw one where a lady said that every time she gets near a guy in the gym, they'll like move, or like they'll kind of like angle themselves away from her, or just not try to look in her direction. And she was confused. And ladies, y'all have to understand, like, social media has made it so bad. They basically demonized men even wanting to look at you in the gym. Like, the countless amount of videos that I've seen of women talking, labeling dudes as creeps in the gym, or calling a dude creepy when in actuality he might have just been staring a second too long, or might have been looking in her direction and wasn't really even looking at her, but labeling him as a creep, and now that's everyone on social media, is mind-boggling. Now, that's not to say there aren't creepy dudes in the gym. I used to work in one. I understand there are a lot of creeps, but I don't think it's to that high of a degree. And I'm not a woman, I can't speak from that, but I'm just saying social media has made it to where guys are even scared to look your way. And I mean, you can't really blame us. It's not our fault. Now, to my fellas, there is a way for you to be able to talk to women in the gym. I mean, that still is a thing, but a lot of dudes would much rather just take the safer route and not even get involved with that. And I don't blame them.
I have a sign on my forehead that says, "Creepy guys, come talk to me." I'm in Vegas for the F1 race this weekend for work. First thing on the agenda is this pre-party for the race with Mercedes-Benz that I got sent to. I walk in and I swear this guy literally beelines for me immediately, and he's like, "Oh my God, you're gorgeous." I'm like, "Oh, thank you so much." Hotel towel's about to be destroyed with makeup. He looks down at my media badge and he's like, "So what do you do?"
I explained to him I'm a betting analyst, I work in TV, and I was there covering the race for the week. As men always do when I tell them what I work in, they go, oh, are you gonna tell me who to bet on Sundays and I'm gonna win? And I was like, sure, yeah, we got lots of good NFL games this weekend. When you work in a forward-facing job like that, I feel like I have to be nice all the time, even if somebody's annoying me or being creepy, because I don't want them to say, oh, I met that Taylor girl and she was so rude. Keep trying to make small talk with me, asking where I'm from, like, what are my hobbies, all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, I'm literally trying to work. I have a job. So I'm just trying to answer him while I set up my equipment. And then he goes, can I get your number so I can get pics from you this weekend? That's also a go-to for guys when they hear that I work in betting. They always try to get my number, think that I'm gonna like text them pics or whatever, text them pics. A way to basically get my number. Mind you, this man's also probably like, I don't know, in his 50s. Also a private event. So I knew these people weren't like complete randos, if that makes sense. I knew that the guy like had to have a way to get an invite into this thing. So I was just like, what do I say? So I'm like, sure, I guess. I had no idea what the heck to do. I give this man my number against my willingness of wanting to. He immediately takes my number and then proceeds to call my phone right there to make sure that I gave him the correct number. Go, oh, yep, see, there it is when he calls me and the number comes across my phone. Instead of walking away and being like, have a great night, Taylor, nice to meet you, he goes, well, text me right now so I have it too so I can text you back. Like, okay, so I just text like Taylor Mathis. He proceeds to keep standing there talking, telling me about how he was divorced and like where he owns houses and like all this crap. And I'm like, dude, I don't care. Thank God another girl in media sees me struggling and she comes over to me and she goes, oh, I think it's time we can go interview will.i.am. So I look at him and I'm like, oh my gosh, so sorry. I've got to go. Nice to meet you. So that girl's like my new bestie. I'm obsessed with her. She was so cool, so nice. We hung out the entire night. And she also saved me from the weirdo. Here's the kicker in the best part of the entire story. And forgot to hang up while he called me. And I have an entire voicemail voice recording of like half of his conversation with me. Amazing. Your teeth. Oh, why? The teeth are teething. Entire rest of the night at this party. I'm avoiding him like the plague at all costs. He came up to me at the end of the night and tried to talk to me again. I was like, oh my God, I gotta go. I gotta catch my shuttle. Why are men just such little strange weirdos? I forgot to mention, I met James Marsden. He's not one of the weirdos. He's super hot and he's just as hot in person.
Why am I not surprised?
See? Man, this is why.
I'm gonna go out with the bang. If you gonna sit up here and prop your phone up in your car talking about where are all the men at, what happened to our man, please understand, due to social media, a lot of you have shown your true colors. Due to social media, a lot of naive, delusional men have seen a side of women that they didn't know existed. I know a lot of you like to say men ain't, but in reality, the internet has shown a side of women that a lot of men have never experienced and or seen before because they don't come into contact with women a lot. A lot of you showed your ass while this app was up and it backfired on a lot of you. A lot of you come on the internet and say, where are all the men at? Why don't men approach me? Why don't men do this, that, and the third? Because a lot of you showed how unappreciative you were of certain things. Men seen it, it scared them away, so now they go hang out with their friends where they can have a good time, be themselves, and not worried about being judged.
Guys, I just went out with my brother and our two guy friends, and I was the only girl, and honestly, for like the first time ever, I kind of witnessed like the negative energy and like the nastiness of like certain girls, which is weird because I'm not like that. Like, if a guy approaches you, first of all, we need to respect the fact and like understand like how hard it is to approach women, how much it takes to actually approach someone. Like, it takes a lot of balls.
It does.
And whenever a guy has approached me, even if I'm not interested, I always like show up with kindness because first of all, that took balls, and second of all, like, it all depends on how you approach me, right? And like your attitude and your energy. And I just feel like I really saw a lot of girls really just be nasty straight up. I had some girl who was actually pretty, but her personality was whack because she was over here like, I don't have a name. We don't have a name. Like, ew. That's that just gave me the ick. That's nasty personality. Like, you can be pretty, but if your personality is like that, automatic no. That was so weird. I literally witnessed that and I was like, ain't no way you're being like, I don't have a name. I don't have a name. Like, be nice. Be nice. Okay, sometimes guys just want to compliment you and tell you that you look good and walk away. Like, it's never that deep. It's never that creepy. Like let a guy talk to you for a minute and hear them out. Like, I've always just been respectful, being like, I'm not interested, but really appreciate it. And that's it. Like, don't ever be that girl. If you see this, you were something else. Also, this was at Yucca Bar, so if you see this, yeah, that was not cute of you. Bye.
Finished my walk. I was literally just walking. You know how there's like a lower part of the lake and then like the upper part where there's like the gravel and people still run and ride bikes and stuff closer to the road. I was walking that one today instead of inner loop because I just parked my car up here. I was like, let me just stay up here. And I was walking, this dude cat calls me, windows down, is like, hey, beautiful, whatever. And I'm like, huh? So I look over, I make eye contact, and I'm like, and then I just like look away and I keep going on my walk. And then I'm like, okay, let me just keep walking, whatever. And he like kind of slows down, but then he just like continues driving. But then I see he makes a left turn, so I'm like, okay, he made his turn. He's probably like just gonna continue on, whatever. I'm walking, probably like 5 minutes goes by, runners run past me, whatever, so I'm not thinking anything of it. I hear this footsteps running, and then all of a sudden I hear that, hey, beautiful. And I was like, oh my god. In my head, I didn't say anything, I didn't even know what to react. I was like, and the dude that was driving,
he thought you was pretty,
literally is running, and he caught up to me. He parked his car, ran to catch up with me, and then it's like, hey, beautiful, all these things. And he's like, you're so beautiful, like, can I get
She's
your number?
still scared now.
Like, how are you? All these things. And I'm like silent because I'm literally just like looking ahead. I'm like
what?
silent, kind of in shock, and I don't even know what to do. And then he's just like, you don't speak. And I like, I didn't even say anything.
Man.
I was like, do
It's
I
over.
speak? I don't even know
This
what
is
to
why
do.
men don't. I get
okay.
it.
And so then I just like really quickly, like, we're still on the top of the lake and the lake is down here. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to walk through the entire grass field down to the bottom of the lake. Because I was like, I didn't even say anything that whole interaction. He was like, you don't speak? You're so beautiful. Can I have your phone number? And I was like, I'm scared. So then
see, this is the thing, right? If that was Chad, she would have said, oh, you think I'm beautiful? Seriously, if that guy was 6'6", running down on her like that, and he ran down with a suit, she'd be like, my knight in shining armor, you came for me, finally. Where have you been all my life?
Then I just split and I walked down the lake towards the water, and then he just like didn't say anything, and then like I took a quick peek up, and he's like walking back in the other direction that he came from. But that was terrifying. Women, be careful, because they're not only catcalling, they're literally parking their car and chasing you down. I'm a seasoned gym girly, okay? I've been doing this gym thing since 2016. But the gym culture in regards to men down here in Texas is extremely concerning. I've been here for a year, and on multiple occasions, I've had to get aggressive with men to tell them to get out of my personal space. And when I say I'm a seasoned gym girly, that means I know when someone's actually lifting and or when they're. And typically for me, when I come in the gym with the mindset of what I'm already going to do, and I find an area and I try to get it all done in that same area. But what seems to happen is men will change their workouts. They will get obnoxiously close. Today I had a man impeding on my workout because he was so close to me. Meanwhile, I was over there for 15 minutes before he even got there. I had to physically get in his face to tell him to move. Otherwise, I was going to move him myself. I shouldn't have to do that. My gym is huge, and it was 90% empty. But you decided to come work out 75% in my space to where I had to angle my body and move to do my entire workout. I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to do that. But this is what I mean by stop being afraid of men. Tell them to get out your space or it's going to get ugly. And that's exactly what I meant. He knew I was going to pick up a barbell. He knew it. He knew it, and I knew it.
I'm more interested about you.
I just want to see if you really do have a man.
I do have a man.
But there's a lot of girls nowadays that just like to lie about having partners and stuff.
No, I actually have a boyfriend.
How long you been?
A year and a bit.
Why did you have to think about that?
Cause
You lot are the ones that are normally good at keeping dates.
no, because do you even count the talking stage or not? So that's why I said a year and a bit.
How long was the talking stage?
Wait, 4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months talking stage.
Yeah.
Did you not get tired of talking?
No, I need to make sure I get to know someone first before it's official, right?
Where do you?
Well, I'm at uni at the moment.
At uni?
Yeah, I'm doing a master's.
Masters?
Yeah.
Smart girl, yeah. It's not just the looks, eh? So what? So I couldn't even get your IG or anything.
But what are you gonna do with my IG?
What am I gonna do with your IG?
Something. Let me get this off my chest. So, aquí at the gym, right? There's this older man that he's around 60 years old. Está panzón, feo, horrible. Y yo no sé de hablar del físico, pero este hombre, I have seen him just for a year now that I have been coming consistently to the gym, and with seeing him obviously, and he comes always to the gym, pretend he's working out, but his eyes are just staring dead ass on girls' ass, younger females. He's not gonna look at one that it's on the 30, 40 years old. No, he's looking at young little girls. They're working out, stretching, doing something. He'll stand there and just go. And today, I was doing back and biceps. And I was working out really nice. And then I turn back and I see him. And he's just standing there, staring at me. And he gives me this, like an anxiety, like his presence. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, he projects this weird, creepy vibe. You feel me? And every time I see him, I just get pissed off. I can't stand him. And I come early because I would normally be there like 10:30. I get there 8:30, 9, and he's still there. I'm like, man, like he just irritates me so much because I moved real quick. I finished my sets. I move, and then he moves over there, and I'm like, ooh, and I just try to. So I move, I do my biceps, I move, I go to abs. He goes to near the ab machine, and I'm like, just put your head down, just finish, get it done. But there was this around 22-year-old girl far away near the entrance where he was just literally standing. And he was just looking at her. Like, no le quitaba los ojos. He was just staring at her workout. And I can feel that she felt awkward. She felt like... Because she kept putting her head down. And she kept, trying to look somewhere else. Try to hide her butt. Because it's a comfortable situation where a guy won't stop staring at you. And she had, just like me, fully clothed. And this guy was... He didn't care. He was just like a creep. Just, ugh, my God.
A year and a half ago, sent me to my bank statement, $10, and said in the comments, text me back. I was in disbelief. I was literally at work. I was like, this can't be real. That was literally at noon at my lunch, during my lunchtime. I was like, but a reminder that they always fucking come back. And to top it off, what makes me so nasty that he texted me through my bank statement was the fact that I blocked him through everything, and I had left it pretty clear the last time that I talked to him that do not fucking reach out to me because he was making me nuts. Is that he and his girlfriend, I guess, have been on and off, like breaking up, and he always texts me. And then this time he went to the extremities of texting me through my bank statement. I was like, crazy.
So he's coming.